Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Not Much Sex, A Bit of Drugs, and Some Rock and Roll, Show 5 of Semester 2. My name is John Peel.
Yeah, John didn't turn on my microphone. My name's Laurence.
That intro was going so well.
He was just staring at me like I was a moron when I was trying to hint at him that my microphone wasn't on. Yeah, I'm Laurence. Glad to be back. Haven't been here for a while. Varsity last week, we won.
Yes, we did. Suck it, Staffs.
Yeah, a lot of Facebook wars going on between us two. Did you read some, didn't you?
Yeah, it was great procrastination material for essays that I should have been doing. Just reading the Staffs, because it was held at Staffs University this year, and we beat them anyway.
We were losing 3-0, and like every post relevant after the first day was like, you're so shit and all that stuff. And then after about the second day, suddenly it all went quite quiet. But then some cute people were just embarrassing us all by like chatting shit to them when it should have stopped a few days earlier.
Yeah, well, we won.
We did win.
But varsity's over now. That means we can stop talking about it, which is nice.
Yeah, but I haven't been on for a while.
Too much varsity for me.
I haven't been on the show for a while. Feels like...
Yeah, I just meant in general. Like, people going on about it on Facebook. But yeah, well done to everybody in Team Kill and Mr. Alex Whitworth, who is in the office.
Next to us, you might hear some cleaning up because our office, which is generally quite disgusting, is finally getting its... spring cleaning.
Well needed renovation.
Ahead of Easter, so he's working hard on that. Shall I kick off the show as we always do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Arctic Monkeys.
So yeah, kicking off the show, this is Fireside by the Arctic Monkeys. And that was Fireside by the Arctic Monkeys kicking off show 5. Lawrence's mic is now on. It's all good.
Yes.
We're ready to go.
We're finally clicked in. Shall we move on to Kanye West and Glastonbury? Something that I'm very pissed off about. Room 101 material, this. Not Kanye West, although he's a bit of a bellend and you could sort out his attitude a bit. But online petitioning.
Yeah.
It's become a big thing recently. People feel like their thoughts should be out there, which is fair enough.
It's like their opinion actually matters.
But so Kanye West, some people disagreed with him being able to be the headline for Glastonbury. Most of who are signing the petition aren't even going to Glastonbury, which is the first rule. I don't think you should be able to sign a petition about a festival you're not personally going to.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Second rule, it's one of the biggest festivals in the world. There's so much music, so much variety of music, so many stages playing any music at any one time, that to complain about one thing going on at Glastonbury, why not sign a petition about loads of other things?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I mean, you've got so much... I've never been personally, but by the sounds of it, you've got so many other stages to go and see. It's like it's not like you're forced to go and watch Kanye West at the end of... I think he's headlining... What night is it?
Saturday night. He's the main guy.
So you can go and watch other stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, you actually have to make a conscious effort to go see things at Glastonbury. Because then you need to plan ahead like half an hour to give time to walk over.
Yeah.
If you're not going to want to see Kanye, you don't even have to hear him. The site's so big that you're going to hear other shit going down.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you can be doing other than seeing Kanye West.
It's one of the few things that I reckon would have bruised Kanye's ego, and this is it. But I'm glad that Emily Evis, who's now the main person behind Glastonbury, has come out arguing against the petitions. And petitions is relevant to Jeremy Clarkson as well. We have spoken about this before on the show. That's true.
The petition to try and reinstate Jeremy Clarkson. Again, they're not...
That's more understandable, I guess, because it's BBC.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, someone's firing should not be up to general public's demands, because there would be so many people that would get petitions for no just cause. Like, if somebody just decided to set up a petition to get Piers Morgan sacked, it would have got more than Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you just can't make a petition for the sake of you wanting to, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you can really have public opinion in a matter that isn't open for public debate. Like, it's within the BBC to decide.
All the information isn't out there as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, every day the story's changed to a certain extent that it's shown that Jeremy Clarkson wasn't acting unreasonably to not be unreasonable, and you're like, well, then don't sign a petition to do something if you don't know the full story yourself.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, Jeremy Clarkson deserves to be sacked. He's not going to be without a job soon.
Oh no, he'll definitely land on his feet, and well, it's just sad that the next two episodes of Top Gear haven't been aired yet, but who knows? We'll
They'll
see. We'll probably
show-
see them eventually.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll do. They'll probably show some of the clips that don't have Jeremy Clarkson in soonish, just to whet the appetite.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
But like Richard Hammond and James May testing cars or whatever.
Mm.
But I'm not sure what's going to happen. Like I've heard there was a small petition going on wanting Alan Partridge to be Jeremy Clark, take Jeremy Clarkson,
the
which I would love, because no matter how offensive Alan Partridge can be, he is a character.
Yeah, he's a
so he
fictional
could
character,
actually get away with the shit that Clarkson says, and actually Clarkson's more offensive than Alan Partridge ever was.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But that was in a comedy setting, though, wasn't it? And it was a fiction, whereas...
Yeah, but the whole point about Top Gear is that the people that are outside of the documentary filming, the people that they interact with in other countries, they're not exactly aware of the situation. So when he mentions words like slope and other things, then you're being silly. He's aware of what he's doing as well.
Yeah,
he's definitely aware.
Definitely, of course.
And he took the piss.
It's all a big persona.
And if it's true that he's arguing because he didn't get a steak, then fire him. Don't give him a chance at all.
Yeah,
I would say so. Shall we play a song?
Yeah, let's do it. We are going to play
anything in mind?
The new single by one of the new singles by Muse.
You want to play two, so we may as well play two in a row.
Yeah, we'll play both of them. Why not? This is Psycho by Muse, followed by Dead Inside by Muse, coming from their new upcoming album. It will be sort of, I think it's out in the next couple of months.
Do you know what the name of it is? Because I shouldn't have asked you that question.
I can find out the name.
Well, anyway, these are the next two songs.
So this is Psycho and Dead Inside by Muse from their upcoming album, which I don't know the name of. I will find out shortly. Here we go. And that was Psycho by Muse and Dead Inside, also by Muse. Their new album, new singles off their new album, Drones. There we go.
I like them. I really like them.
It's good. It's a return to their old sound, which is nice, because I wasn't a big fan of Second Law.
No, it wasn't a very good... Well, I appreciate what they were trying to do, but it didn't work. Didn't move back.
So yeah, looking forward to that. It's coming out in the next few months.
And he can sing.
Matt Bellamy is a very good singer.
And guitarist. Yeah. He's just talented. Like, I really want to go see them live, because I've seen like videos of them, and the shows, like the lighting and what they do, they usually put like stage going into the crowd, and like kind of like tentacles like goes all across through them. Yeah. And the interaction is incredible, as in worth the money. Even if it's like 50 quid, I'd go see it.
Yeah, definitely. Like as I've probably said, I think I've said this before on the radio, but I watched them headline Glastonbury on the TV, and I was like, I want to go to a music festival. I want to do this, because they look fucking amazing. Like, they are incredible. Yeah. So nice to see Muse back on the scene.
Well, we were just having a little break outside, and I noticed that we had this thing that KUBE were doing last week rather. It was a little thing just to get varsity coverage a bit more popular on the radio show. And we did a little thing called the Land Boat Challenge, which was basically, we had a little rubber dinghy put on a very crude piece of table, and then attach roller skates onto the bottom. And our friend Alex, who's what position does he hold here?
He is head of events and marketing at KUBE.
He went into Tesco's to buy supplies for it, and what he said was like, he came to like the till with 8 pairs of children's roller skates, a hacksaw, and some tape, which is probably the most suspect Tesco shopping trip you can ever imagine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fuck the groceries. I'm just going to come in and buy that.
I didn't even know you could buy hacksaws there.
Apparently so.
I'm really surprised by that.
Fun fact.
Yeah. So yeah, we managed to do it to a certain degree of success, as in like it could go one ride before basically dying and having to be remade. And we had a leaderboard and a few people from just going down this hill. It wasn't very fast.
You had to go yourself, didn't you?
I had to go myself. I finished second according to the board, our crude leaderboard, and I was quite happy with that. It was quite fun.
Yeah, it's good. The video's up on our channel if you want to check that out, along with the rest of our Face of the Radios, which...
please watch, because John's going through a lot of effort to do it.
I'll try.
But you enjoy it, so it's fine.
It's good fun.
Yeah. And, I would like it if more people watched. Like the first one that has like 100 views, and I was like, shit, we're gonna be huge. we're gonna be
100 views
we're
on
gonna
YouTube.
we're gonna replace Zane Lowe and shit like that. I thought that was happening, but it
Fuck
doesn't seem to be.
PewDiePie, we're coming for you.
So basically, yeah. If you enjoy the show, if you missed our show, which is irrelevant to the people that have missed our show right now, please watch us on YouTube and see our gorgeous faces.
In beautiful 1080p, you know.
Talking about like pictures and videos and stuff, in the SU today.
Yes.
A very interesting thing, which is something that was relevant to my course as a criminology student. There's this thing called VIPER, which I can't remember what it stands for, but it's basically a police scheme to change like lineups, like sequential and simultaneous lineups.
It stands for Video Identification Parade Electronic Recording.
And they were kind of like those like passport photo booths that you go into like any supermarket to get those little pictures. And 15-second videos, and they tell you to look right and look left. And everybody that went there didn't do it to help the police or anything. They did it because the £5. They offered us £5 to be in the booth for 15 seconds, although for me and you it was a bit longer. Yeah. Because our hair was a bit more of a problem.
Yeah, because as you can, if you're watching the video, you can tell my hair is rather long at the moment. So
could do with a trim.
I'm gonna have a haircut at Easter. It's all good. Have to. What are you doing?
John just got distracted by our fellow friends in the office next to us.
He's got like a headset on. I don't know what he's doing, but basically my hair is too long, so I had to put a hat over it, and it took like 30 seconds trying to stuff all my hair inside.
I had to do it 4 times.
Oh yeah,
because I did it one without glasses, one with glasses, one with a hat and glasses, and one with a hat without. And I asked if I could get 20 quid for it, and I didn't get it. But it was quite an interesting scheme. I'm amazed that they're handing that much money. Like if I heard it was £2 out, £2 for it, I would have done it.
Yeah,
£5 because I imagine there would have been at least 100 people who have done it today, and the police are just doing that. Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
What was it for again? It's
it's basically lineups are quite ineffective in trying to deal with who you're trying to catch. Yeah. And so we're going on this. Anybody that did it go on like a database, not necessarily a police database, like some people thought. Basically, they're going to log down our characteristics, so brown hair, brown eyes, white face, that beard. And if there's a suspect that matches those kind of things, they're going to go through that database, find people that look similar to you, and then the witness who reckons they can point out the perpetrator is shown all the pictures, and then they choose which one it is. And if they get it wrong, it means that they're unreliable.
Okay.
And so basically, you could come up if somebody looks somewhat similar to you, and if they point you out, you don't have to worry because they know you're in that database. It's quite a smart idea, but it just seems quite expensive because they're just trying to remove having to do like identity parades and stuff. Yeah. But it's quite fun just to have it in the SU. They're all very pleasant and all this stuff. It's like in unison with West Yorkshire Police.
Yeah, I think it was West Yorkshire Police have started up this initiative. So yeah, it's a cool idea, and £5 can't complain.
Yeah, I can't complain.
Especially in my financial situation.
No, definitely not. Moving on to more musical matters. Taylor Swift, as per usual, is in the news, and this one's a bit strange. Recently, there's been a trend in like domain names and buying domain names. So to have something like your Taylor Swift dot something, and she's bought what is it?
It's .porn and .adult,
which makes you believe that there's some videos out there that she is probably trying to hide and like doesn't want websites to be formed saying like www.taylorswift.porn. But the thing is, I read an article the other day saying that people should buy their own domain names like .sucks so people don't get there ahead. I was thinking if that's the new form of bullying, that's going to be a very interesting thing.
I'm just reading on the article itself. It's Microsoft Office has bought the domain name office.porn.
Why is it those two are the first? Like porn is the first thing everybody wants to get first. It's a worrying aspect in society that
the internet,
all the great things it provides.
Gotta love it. Yeah. Apparently, .porn and .adult, those domain names are £66 each.
60? No, I thought it was cheaper than that.
Yeah, and some can cost up to $2,500 or £1,674.
So good luck to anyone that wants Good luck to anyone that wants lawrencelear.porn.
Better grab it now before somebody does.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I can imagine lots of people want to go on it, man.
Well, I mean,
I've been hitting the gym like once this year. That's good.
That's once more than I have.
Yeah. Next year, mate, we'll be hitting the gym.
Yeah, I don't really have an excuse. I've got like exercise for less. It's just over the.
I can see it from your balcony.
From my window.
And that I've had an excuse this year because it takes me half an hour to walk there.
Yeah.
And it's always cold, so I'm not going to do it.
There's also a Domino's I can see out my window. So, which would you rather go to?
In terms of like what I'd rather do is Domino's, but what I really should do and like secretly what I'd rather do is go to the gym. But it's just gym is not fun.
Nah.
Like no matter, it's one of those things where you have to get into it, I guess, and then you start enjoying it. But then I don't want to become one of those gym nuns. Gym nuns. I don't see them around. Gym nuts who then turn into.
I don't think there's any danger of that happening to either of us.
I don't know, man. If we suddenly start getting all the ladies, and like the correlation between us going to the gym and that happening, I think we'll get addicted.
Back on these videos next year, and it'll be like, oh, what a skinny.
I'll send my massive group text to people before the show, and you do your tweet going, "Sorry, John and I aren't going to be there. We're going to be hitting the gym tonight.
We can't fit in the door because we're too big."
We had
Meanwhile, back in the real world,
extend the studio so we can fit our guns in here. Anyway, on to more sad news. Some news for people probably around the age of 24 and 16 who would have got it. A musician called Lil Chris, who had like a few big-ish hits back in the day. We'll play it next. Has sadly died. Apparent suicide.
Yeah, he died at age 24, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
The song we're going to play, Checking It Out, actually made to I think it was number 3 in the top charts whenever it was released.
For some listeners, it's going to go way over their heads, and for some, it's going to be a hard back to year 7 times, I guess.
Well, I think it was 2008. I think it was.
Was it that?
I think.
I thought I was younger.
I will fact check on that one.
Yes, it's obviously you just got too accustomed to being a child star, and as it seems with most other child stars, they just can't handle it. They get a bit too big for their boots, or because he kind of went out of the spotlight. He didn't really have much else going on for him, and unfortunately he did.
I was right, it was 2008.
2008. So what year group was that? Like year 8?
9? Year 9.
Year 9.
Because I joined school in 2006. So that's year 9 for me. So probably, you're a year older, aren't you? So year 10 for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. For those, we're going to play Checking It Out, which for some people is going to click, and for some people, apologies, because it isn't a good song, but you know.
Wow. So yeah, so very sad news. In memory of Little Chris, this is Checking It Out. And that was Things Were Lost in the Fire by Bastille and
Checking It Out by
Little Chris.
The Bastille song was for my mother, so thank you for listening.
Shout out to Mrs. Lear if you are listening.
Well, she should be. I bloody played the song. You linked me a reasonably, I don't know what to think about this article. It's titled Extreme Age Steak, the gourmet world of meat with mold on. Basically, steak is possible in some gourmet restaurants is being aged for far longer than it used to be, because apparently it tastes really nice. So basically, to the point when it's nearly going off very badly.
Yeah.
And apparently that can be hundreds of days.
Yeah,
it's quite worrying.
The oldest one they had on here was a 459-year-old aged steak. Yeah. So that's over a year. Like, I don't think they just leave it out. I think they like put it in.
Oh yeah, they obviously refrigerate it and stuff. But
yeah,
they do leave it out for a few days to get to the point where it's nearly molding, because apparently it tastes really nice. And I don't know how you learn this. Somebody obviously had a death wish, and
it's fine. It's just been sat
apparently
out
when
there
apparently when it's left for really long, it starts to smell like roast beef, as in cooked roast beef, when it's raw.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Unusual.
I would try it. I wouldn't try it if they said it was moldy, like the title suggests. But if they said extremely aged steak, you kind of think they know that what they're doing. You're not going to a local kebab claiming, "Oh, our food's really old, because then you know they're not doing it right. If you're going to like the Ritz and they're like, yeah, we've left this food out for 459 days, but we're doing it right. You're like, I trust you.
It tastes great. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, apparently the 459-year-old one aged.
Christ,
that would be
I'll be bone.
Smelly as fuck. 459 day one was at the Dallas Chop House in Texas. So naturally, it's an American thing.
Yeah, and naturally a Texan thing. Crazy people.
Man, who doesn't love steak?
No, I've said to a few people that if I could have no, they just don't know what they're missing there. They're dead anyway. May as well eat them. It's disrespectful. Like if I'm getting killed for food and then I'm left not to be killed, not to be eaten, I'm like, what's wrong with me? I may not have that much.
That's offensive.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pointless death. That's what I think anyway. Well, I don't really. If I had one meal that I had every day for the rest of my life, it would be steak and chips and grilled onions.
I'd be happy with that. Definitely.
What would yours be?
Probably the same.
Pizza?
Either that or some sort of pizza, because I practically live off that every day anyway.
You really do.
As a student, so.
And your bank account's probably regretting it quite
a lot. Well, you know, it's fine.
Talking about this is not a smooth transition, especially considering, but we all get it. Talking about foods and like disgusting things like mold. This is a article I found which is called 20 Weird Things You Won't Believe You Can Buy on Amazon. And I apologise to people that I really don't want to be talking about this stuff. But number 1 on the list is a semen recipe book.
Why is that? Oh. Why is that? I'm getting that for your birthday.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. How much is it?
It is $20.
Oh yeah, that's affordable. Yeah,
but
definitely.
Shall I read the little thing at the back?
Yeah, go on.
Because it is absolutely outrageous. I'm not going to be able to do this without laughing, but here it goes. Semen is not only nutritious, but it also has wonderful texture and amazing cooking properties. Like fine wine and cheeses, the taste of semen is complex and dynamic. Semen is inexpensive to produce and is commonly available in many, if not most, homes and restaurants. Jesus Christ. Absolutely Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
And later on it goes on about how this book's aim is to try and get semen on the register. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with that.
That's the most time you've ever said the word semen
in my life.
On air. or in your life.
I don't have many common uses to use the word semen, and
I love how it says it's readily available in most homes and restaurants.
I guess that's a bit more inappropriate than saying it's like readily available by any nearby man if you ask politely enough. But that's just absolutely disgraceful.
Another funny one on there was the blowjob CD.
Oh shit! Yeah, let me find that.
That was fucking hilarious. Basically music to put on.
Blowjob music CDs. Honey, and it's titled Honey Feeling. And it's blowjob music for setting the mood, and it's for £9.
I'm gonna get you that.
And it includes hits like Wet Kiss, Sex Milk, and Honey, and French Funky songs that I haven't heard any. Right, John.
It's so fucking bad.
Yeah.
Why? Whose idea was that?
Some
Seriously?
absolute nutter. But
I want to buy it though.
Yeah, it does make you kind of want to just buy it for disbelief that it's actually true.
Not that anybody buys CDs anymore.
No.
Apart from my dad, maybe.
Yeah, but they're never going to get used to this stuff, are they?
Blowjob CD. That's so fucking dumb.
If your dad picked you up from uni.
No.
That was that.
Stop.
Anyway, there's another one that was quite cool, and it's a toilet throne, and it's quite quite a nice chair, actually.
Yeah, so it's basically a toilet within a throne seat.
Yeah, basically. Looks like a really nice mahogany chair. It doesn't look that comfortable to sit on, but you'd look like a boss while doing your business.
You had an amazing idea, which was get the Game of Thrones
swords. What's it called?
The Iron Throne from Game of Thrones, and then put a toilet in that.
I'd just be worried that you get some pokey thing happening.
I bet George R.R. Martin has that in his house.
I would. I definitely would. But yeah, I'll read one out before we go back to the music. Farts in a can. And literally, there's a factory in America that they eat beans and other food that makes them fart more easily, and they fart into a can, and then you can buy it.
That's great. Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm sorry, but who's buying that?
That's grim. Why would you ever want to buy that?
I don't know. There's some
I'm getting
weird...
that for your birthday.
No, you're not. Oh, no, you're not. I heard someone today, actually, and it was absolutely grim. It was in the library. And
shout out to Kiel University Library.
Yeah, it kind of made me lose a bit of respect for the university. But basically, somebody just went, "Oh, can you smell popcorn?" And everybody took a really deep breath in, and he obviously had farted. And so he just had used that as a tactic to make everybody take it really.
That's so smooth.
But have you ever noticed we've never really been this discussing on our radio show before? So I really think we should
bring it to a whole new level.
Move on. Yeah.
Let's play some music, shall we? To get away from that.
Yeah. Can I play? Oh, it's a tough one actually. Can I have Congratulations by MGMT, please?
You can. And we are also, before that, we are going to play Get Better by Frank Turner from his
Coming album.
A single from his upcoming album, which hasn't been titled yet. So I
thought it was going to be a self-titled album.
I don't think so. Yeah. So it's his 6th studio album coming out this year. Very excited for that. Big Frank Turner fan. So this is Get Better by Frank Turner and Congratulations by MGMT. And that was Get Better by Frank Turner and Congratulations by MGMT.
Yeah. We've had these kind of things before where we talk about like new gadgets and stuff, or like innovative, cheapish gadgets. And I found another article today.
Okay.
It basically evolved around like more kitcheny gadgets. And the best one, well, my favourite one, because the amount of times I need butter in my life, is a Warburton to make it. A bread knife. It's kind of like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
It kind of is heated, so it wouldn't be able to cook bread, but it's heated, so when you like put into butter, it makes it a bit more melted and just slides onto that toast.
Because spreadable butter is never spreadable, no matter what you say. Flora,
I always just put it
country life.
I just put my
utter bullshit.
I just put my butter 10 seconds into the microwave, and then it's just perfect.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Another thing you showed me on there was the glass toaster.
Yeah, I was about to talk about
that. That is fucking cool.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, it's like so basically it's a toaster, obviously, but it's see-through. So
you can see how.
So you can see how well done your toast is.
I don't know how it works, but
yeah, it's who cares how it works? But it's fucking amazing.
I don't know how much it costs either.
I really want one because it's such a great idea. Because you always end up burning your toast.
You have to keep a keen eye on it, or no bread and toast inside out, like I can say I do. I make my toast brilliantly.
Yeah, so it's all you eat is toast, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And chicken goujons. I love chicken goujons. They might be one of the things I could eat all the time.
Toast and chicken goujons.
The thing is, like, they're so boring that you can't get bored of them in a way. Like if
they're so boring that you can't get bored of them.
Yeah, as in they're so mundane that you don't build up your host. Like if you did have steak every day, you'd probably get bored of it because you're having too much of a good thing. So toast is just something that's adequate. I seem to have it every meal, so it's fine. Like curly fries, I'd probably get bored of. If I
on the subject of steak, a while ago we went to the Polite Vicar, which is basically like this food challenge place where myself and one of my flatmates, Jack, had I think it was a 32-ounce steak.
It's like American standards.
It was fucking massive, and I'm pretty sure it nearly killed me as well. I got home and was just lying in my bed like, I feel this is what death feels like. If that would be a happy death, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, it could be worse.
After that much
there could
steak.
be many deaths worse than that.
Yeah, that's true. But it was massive. Like
they have a lot of, like the food's all right. It's nothing special. It's kind of like a harvester kind of thing.
Yeah, it's nice.
For what you get for the price is in the challenges. Like there's a bin challenge or something like that.
Yeah, bin challenge. Yeah, it was
something like that.
It's basically like a plate it's like a dustbin. It's like a dustbin lid.
Yeah,
and it's just full of food.
Everything.
Yeah,
I did the other challenge, which was like the 10 quid burger, which doesn't sound that bad. But it has like 2 beef patties, I guess you say, 2 chicken burgers inside, like 6 pieces of bacon, a few sausages thrown in there, and the burger's probably like 5 inches tall.
Yeah,
and you can't do it. You can't eat it normally. You have to like just take the bun away and just eat it like each
we,
on their own
we,
merit.
we should go there again.
I think we are this week.
Are we?
Because our friend's Milshan's leaving us.
R.I.P.
I
Milshan.
think that's where we're planning on going on Thursday.
Awesome. That would be. I'm well up for that.
Yeah, if you have the money
Definitely.
for it, I guess.
All right. Okay.
No, not you. I'm just saying in general. There's like a lot of money being spent recently, end of years.
I think it's like, I think the state challenge was like £13 or something like that. It's not too expensive, especially for the amount of food you're getting. Like, it is colossal.
Yeah. And as students, we can't complain too much about the quality of the food.
Definitely not. I mean, we'll eat anything.
Toasters.
Yeah.
There was something that broke our hearts earlier, isn't like our faith on humanity. Do you remember what I said? Something about toasters? A selfie toaster.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Basically, you can burn your face onto toast and then eat it, I guess.
That's not like, you don't actually get the toast and burn your face into it.
No.
It's like,
I don't know how it's done because the toaster in the picture looks like a normal toaster. It doesn't look that techie. I think it must have some...
I assume you like scans a picture of your face. And
Internet access required, apparently. Upload your photo and we will recreate and mail you the... You... What? Oh. You put the toast on a plate, like a thin plate that goes inside the toaster, and then it prevents the burning of certain areas of the toast and concentrates on other areas to make your face. And
okay,
well, if somebody had a selfie toaster and they said, "Would you like to see what your face looks like on a piece of toast?" I'll probably be like, "Oh, go on then." I'm not going to buy one.
It's time to unfriend that person at that point.
I don't know. It's quite weird though. Like.
It's better than selfie sticks, I suppose. They are still obnoxious and stupid, and they should be banned.
The other types of selfie sticks that we're talking about. It's just disgusting.
Oh
things
dear.
In the world. Another weird thing is like if you're getting your food stolen a lot, and you've got it like in concealed bags.
Yeah,
like
this is
a sandwich or something like that. You can have a bag that looks like it's making your food moldy inside, so nobody steals it.
Yeah, so it's basically like those sort of stereotypical like plastic sandwich bags with mold painted on it.
Yeah.
So then it looks like your food's gone moldy. But you raised the point earlier that wouldn't people just throw it out?
Yeah.
Like they would assume it's moldy and then throw it out. Oh, this is especially applicable for people in halls, by the way, who always bitch about getting their food stolen. I'm glad I've never had to live on halls. Because that sounds horrendous.
Especially this year. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on.
The food bandit.
Is there a food bandit?
Well, I don't know. Just the general food bandit.
Didn't you hear about the curious case of the poo at the door?
Yeah, I did see that. There was a post on the Keel Freshers page, which was somebody had left a nugget of shit outside somebody's kitchen. Why? Why would you do that?
Like, it was the same girl posted that kitchen got trashed like the week before.
Oh, was that them as well?
Same girl, yeah.
Man.
I feel bad for her because although she was complaining a bit too much about the kitchen because it wasn't that bad.
She got basically somebody had thrown flour all over the kitchen, basically.
You said all over, and it looked like it could have just fallen off
a mild smattering of flour all over the kitchen, and then apparently they got pooed as well. So
it's Keel for you.
Keel pride.
So if you want to come to this university, it seems like pooing is like one of the things you need to do.
It's an entrance criteria.
Shall we play some more music?
Moving away. This has been a very vulgar show so
very
far.
poo.
Semen, poo.
Yeah, let's definitely
selfie
move on.
toasters.
Stop talking about it. Let's play 2 requests. My brother wanted some Beatles, but I'm guessing you didn't do that one.
I have got it
You've
on
done
there,
it.
actually. Thank
no,
you.
That's usually not
Give
what
me some
you
more
do.
credit, Lawrence. Come on. It's only the 3rd semester of us doing... No.
Second semester.
It feels like it's been a while.
We've only got 2 more shows after this.
Yeah, it's really sad. Obviously, we won't be broadcasting over Easter because we'll be at home.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 weeks off, and then we are back for 2 more shows before the end of the semester, and then we're done for summer. But we will be back
next year
in our 3rd year for more, which I'm sure you're very
Unless
happy
Jon
about.
and I grow to hate each other. And then we just have to do our own shows.
Well,
compete with each other. Shall we play my brother's Beatles request?
Yep, we're going to do Pulp first.
Oh, you want to do Pulp first?
Yeah, we'll do that first.
All right, that's Jack Hughes' request. He's in the library doing his assignment, which is a common trend with him. He's a very keen listener of our show, only when he needs to do late night work. So hopefully you've done a bit more work, Jack. And here is Pulp with Disco 2000.
Spurring you on, this is Pulp with Disco 2000. And that was The Scientist by Coldplay and Disco even, 2000 by Pulp.
Yeah, apologies to my brother who wanted some Beatles today. Spotify, a well-renowned music program doesn't have Beatles on, so we decided to put something on that I thought you'd like. So
Yeah, I gotta love The Scientist by Coldplay. That is a
classic,
classic track.
People secretly like Coldplay more than they say.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad they're quitting music, man.
Yeah, but it's good qualities, and I don't see why they're disliked so much. It annoys me a bit.
Yeah,
like, everybody thinks it's like embarrassing to like them. I was just like, fair enough.
I'm a
missing
big
out
fan.
a bit.
Their older stuff is definitely a lot better, but
yeah, true. And they're releasing their last album this year.
They are.
Back onto the gadgety stuff. This is one thing that I would have talked to before the end, but I only just realised it. It's called the Stealth Switch, which is for anybody that is wanting to not get caught by their boss or by people for going on certain things on the internet, like not doing their work or whatever stuff.
Yes.
And there's this little thing. I don't know how you program it or you connect it to. It's a wire that you plug in via USB to the computer, and it goes on the floor, and there's like a foot thing. So when you press it down, it'll close all the applications or make them invisible. So it does a bit more than minimizing, but it doesn't completely shut them down. And apparently it's designed for people at work. And so you just click it with your foot and everything's gone. Would you buy that?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's really handy for an office environment. And if you're just browsing Facebook or other websites that you shouldn't be looking at work, just quickly kick it and you'll be all right. Your boss won't fire you for
however,
messaging your friends or whatever.
It's not that subtle. Like,
yeah, I suppose.
If you saw it on the floor, you go, what is that? But then it is somewhat easy to hide. But it's a cool little invention, but you've got to think what issue happened with the guy that felt the need to design it. What happened in his life that made him so determined to start a business on the whole idea of not getting caught doing weird stuff.
Brilliant. Yeah, on the subject of tech, there was an article in The Guardian recently about, are you familiar with Nest?
No, I was reading it earlier and I was like, sorry, I'm not going to be able to help you with this one, so you're going to have to carry this conversation.
Right. Basically, for those who don't know what Nest is, it's basically a thermostat system that you can put in your house where you can control. It's like almost like an iPad interface where you can control like the temperature of your house. You can also get it where you can control different lights in your house as well. And now they're moving into music as well. So you have you ever come across like it's mainly like people who are minted, who've got like home audio systems where you have like speakers in different bits of the house, and then you can like play different music, or just have music going on throughout the house. It's basically Nesta moving into that, so it's quite cool. Like it's done by Tony Fadell, who is the father of the iPod, apparently.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so he works for Apple.
He did work for Apple. He now works for Google, who bought Nest for £3.2 billion in January of 2014. That's really cool. I really want when I eventually,
if you had the money,
hopefully if I'm successful
and
in
the house,
whatever the hell I'm doing, and a house. Yeah, hopefully I'd have a house. That would be nice.
It would be nice.
Kit it out with something like that. Like have the lights, audio, temperature controlled from one thing. It'd be quite cool. Apparently though, if you leave because it's controlled, sometimes you can have control from phones as well. So if you leave it signed in to your on somebody else's phone, they can fiddle around because it's all done through the web, internet.
That sounds like an idea for like
so
a TV
you can like
show
control
episode.
their lights and control their
They should do that
in their house.
They should do it for some episode of some sort, like
pretend their house is
Community or
haunted.
something like that. Just get the whole school and community like hooked up to Nest, and then one of the characters is controlling it. And they're trying to work out who's doing it. And so they're just like playing really ominous music and like fucking around with the lights. That'd be a good episode.
That'd be brilliant.
I'm a bit upset that Community's not on Netflix anymore.
So if you're listening, Dan Harmon, there's an episode idea for you.
For those that actually don't watch Community, I definitely suggest it. It is amazing. It's probably one of my favourite comedy sitcoms in the last 5 years.
Definitely. I'm not usually a fan of American
neither am I.
comedy.
It's different though. It's intelligent.
Big Bang Theory. Ugh.
Community is very intelligently written, and it's a bit more ad-libby. Like a lot of the characters after like 1 or 2 seasons kind of develop into their own characters, so it's less dependent on the writing. But storylines are impressive.
It produced Childish Gambino as well.
Yeah, but he's left now, unfortunately.
Yeah, he left it.
But he might be coming back because he's not doing music anymore.
Yeah, but I think he said he wasn't going to go back to Community.
Oh, did he not?
No, he said, because he was an actor.
What's he going to do?
I don't know, just something else. I mean, who knows? I mean, he's been really successful in the States, and he's just started to becoming successful.
Definitely musically, he's successful. He's getting successful.
Yeah,
now.
And now he's leaving music, which is an interesting choice. But to go back and focus on acting again.
I guess he's going for probably more like serious roles.
Yeah, I mean, he was great.
He's talented.
I love Troy. His character in Community was hilarious. Him and Arbed.
Yeah.
Great. Great show. All on Netflix. You should watch it if you haven't.
But the series is on Yahoo.
It's on Yahoo, yeah, which I'm surprised still exists, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed still, man.
So they're obviously moving out into like more video content creation rather than just
talking about
whatever the fuck they were doing.
Netflix. Yeah. I showed you that streaming site earlier. That looks quite good for those that. For me, I spent hours when I'm finishing watching Netflix and stuff, and I can't find anything new to watch. And there's lots of films I'm like, oh, I'd like to see that now, and it's not on Netflix. Like Netflix is good, especially if you want to watch something, but it can be pretty irritating at points. And there's a thing called Shush, SHUSH, and it's basically Netflix expanded, and most importantly, it's free. And we browsed it earlier, so I recommend you take a little gander and see what your thoughts are, because I reckon my holiday is going to be different now. Yeah,
I mean, it looks like a really good website. So, and most importantly, it's free. So that's
I'm going to watch Malcolm in the Middle. That's the first thing. I'm going to rewatch everything on Malcolm in the Middle, because that was my favourite childhood show behind The Simpsons. Did you ever watch it?
Malcolm in the Middle, yeah, of course. I mean, people of our age have got to have watched it, right?
Yeah, but it was only on. Was it on Channel 4 or Sky? I had it on Sky.
I think it was on Sky.
Yeah, because it was sometimes on other channels, and so some people would be like, "Oh, did you watch the new Malcolm Middle?" And I was like, "Nah, it's old," and it turned out.
Yeah, that was like the first time I got satellite TV. Back when that was a thing, before you had satellite TV and it was all analog. Back in my day,
we should just write a list of all the things that were like, remember this, remember that. Like, remember when Simpsons was good?
I haven't watched any of the latest Simpsons, to be honest.
Neither have I.
I always used to watch it after coming home from school on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Just it was 6 till 6:30.
Yeah. And then if you had nothing on, you might watch Channel 4 plus 1 to watch it again. That's what I used to do.
Don't think plus...
it might not be.
I don't think it existed back then.
No, probably wouldn't. But he used to be so intelligent before like 2000. And then it just became like physical humour of Homer saying dough like 30% of the time, and
speaking of The Simpsons or just animated stuff in general, I just got back into watching Family Guy.
I used to watch Family Guy a lot, and then it went the same way as The Simpsons.
Yeah,
like
all the Family Guys on that website, by the way.
Yeah, everything.
Shush.
It's really good.
All
it's
13
really good.
Seasons.
I recommend it. I used to watch Family Guy a lot back in when I was like 12 to like 16 years old, and then it started getting a bit stale. Like, people nowadays don't really know when to stop.
Yeah, that is a thing, especially with series that are
TV
so
shows
successful like that.
And films.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, they probably secretly know themselves that what they're producing is wank, but they're just like, I'm still earning money from it.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Kind of takes the magic out of it a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Like, I think the amount of money that Matt Groening's earned over the years, you'd think that he'd have a bit more pride over the quality of what he did at the start of his career and the money earned from it than just go, I'd rather kind of muddy up my reputation and still earn money.
Yeah,
and again, true. Each to their own. It's sad.
On the subject of films that probably shouldn't have sequels, did you know that they are making a Frozen 2?
I did know that, and I was very disappointed.
I only found out about this recently. They're also making like a what is it? It's like another, like a sort of spin-off series
of it.
There we go. Frozen Fever, the short sequel.
This is irritating, man.
But it isn't coming out until 2018, so we still got a while. to not have that in our lives,
Yeah,
and then it will take it over again.
You know, the Frozen hype went on for over a year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it'll get into bloody 2017, which sounds like a long while away.
Yeah.
And it actually isn't, but it's just irritating. I hate it. It's not good. That song is not good.
To be fair, I can't really comment because I haven't seen the film yet. I've managed to avoid watching it so far, but I'm sure there will come a point.
I saw it, so then when I had an argument about it, I could be informed.
Yeah, because I can't really comment because I haven't seen it yet. But you know, it's just not my kind of thing.
It's not worth your time, mate. It's really not worth it. If you have any sense, don't bother. Really, don't bother.
Shall we play some music?
Yeah, let's play some music, shall we?
Enough of the Frozen rant.
Yeah.
We are going to play some more new music coming out.
Oh, no. I have to say, clock management here.
Yeah.
We probably need to move on to cheesy music, mate.
Okay, we'll do some cheesy music then.
Can we play? Because it's been in my head all day, and it's an absolute tune. As in, I might dance to this. It's Salt and Pepper with Push It. Can we have that on, please?
We can play that.
And then you choose the next song after.
Of course. Right, this is Push It by Salt and Pepper, apparently in Lawrence's head all day.
And turn it up in the studio,
and please. He possibly might be dancing, so this should be interesting. Here we go. And that was Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake and
Push It by Salt and Pepper.
There we go. Yeah. Laurence was dancing some serious
shapes there.
Shapes were happening in the studio.
If only that was played on Night Out, and then you'd probably see me go for it. Recent news, according to the Daily Telegraph. When I say recent, as in this was published about
half an hour ago by the Daily Telegraph.
Yeah,
I can't say it. Telegraph. Daily Telegraph.
Yeah. Jeremy Clarkson to be sacked by the BBC.
So there we go. That is the end.
Official. Well done, BBC. Gruesome balls.
Well,
and you did the right thing.
Relatively official. We'll see tomorrow if the BBC release a statement, because obviously it would be.
It's only one paper at the moment.
So apparently, according to the Telegraph, Jeremy Clarkson has been sacked from Top Gear after a alleged fracas, or whatever the fuck you say that word.
Fracas or something like that, isn't it?
Fracas.
I don't
with
know
another producer. So that is the end of that. That's unfortunate, but I think the BBC have made the right decision on that one.
Well, it is. Just so we have a bit more clear idea of what actually happened. This is what the Telegraph said. It is understood a report into a so-called fracas or fracas. I don't know.
Fracas.
At a, all right, mate. Durka kind of stuff there. So-called, at a North Yorkshire hotel, and concluded that presenter spent 20 minutes verbally abusing producer Oyson Timon before launching a 30-second physical assault on him.
30 seconds.
20-minute verbal abusing. That's a long time. That takes a lot of effort. Fair enough. You must be really drunk and really pissed off.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's Jeremy Clarkson.
They made the right choice, and that is the end of the Jeremy Clarkson saga, apparently.
Yeah, well...
we will see.
He'll probably go out of work for 6 months before he signs for ITV or some shit.
Yeah, he'll definitely be back in the limelight, I'm sure. I'm sure he's already got a mountain of job offers anyway.
Yeah, probably does.
So, good luck to him.
One more article. Shall we
hit me
before we probably basically play music out, because we try and fit in as much on the last half an hour. It's from Stumble Upon again, which every week I say you should try and look at, because it is brilliant.
Solid website.
It's very good. If you're doing radio shows in the future, Stumble Upon, good interesting stuff on it. And it's titled 20 Shocking Inventions, can you say that word? Inventions and failures that turned into a total win. There's a few ones that you know, but one of the more interesting ones is Listerine.
Well, as in the mouthwash.
The mouthwash. It wasn't intended to be mouthwash. This is what the theme of this article is on. It was invented 133 years ago, which is a lot longer than I thought it would be. First as a surgical antiseptic, but also as a potential cure for gonorrhea. I don't know if you're meant
Minty fresh genitals, courtesy of Listerine.
That should be part of their advert, man. Just like you going to be in the voiceover going, good for your breath and minty fresh genitals.
You could get that in the blowjob CD and you'd be sorted.
Viagra is another one that wasn't intended for it. It was originally purposed to treat angina, so people would have had a struggling heart, would have ingested this pill, and then suddenly would have felt bit more energetic about life, I would say. It's one word.
Blood goes from the heart to the penis.
It probably does help anyway, because going back to Top Gear, I think it was a Bolivia special when they're going up the Andes.
Oh yeah, and they
took Viagra.
They took Viagra for
as
altitude sickness.
Altitude sickness,
Yeah.
which is obviously about like a mixture about blood circulation. So
Yeah.
it probably does help treat angina still.
Probably.
But
Also
it's
gives you a raging
mainly-
boner.
Yeah, it does give you a raging boner. Never tried it myself. Hopefully never have to.
That's good to hear at 21, Laurence.
Yeah, okay, I would be worried. Here's a bit. Here's another one. LSD, the drug,
Yeah.
was originally discovered by a Swiss scientist as a idea to relieve pain during childbirth, which obviously
Could you imagine?
with these drugs you have trialing periods, and he would have tried it on a woman. Would have been very fucking scared on LSD. Imagine seeing a thing come out of them. That would not have been fun.
Yeah, giving birth whilst tripping on acid would not be fun.
That's just bad.
No.
That's a really big mistake.
Fuck that shit.
One of our favourite beverages, which I was saying to you earlier, is the hardest. I don't know a word to describe the taste of Coke.
Yep.
Coca-Cola was originally invented as an alternative to morphine addiction and to treat headaches and relieve anxiety.
Fun fact.
I'm not
There
sure
you
it
go.
probably would relieve anxiety. If you drank loads of Coke, you're probably going to get like really hyperactive.
Yeah.
You're going to overthink shit. Yeah. But some of these things really didn't go as planned, did they?
No, it's incredible how just people just experiment with
Accidentally-
stuff and hope for the best.
Well, most of the main inventions in our lives that we use day to day were all, large majority were accidents.
Yeah. Plastic, for instance, it was invented when a scientist knocked over a beaker and then left it overnight and then magically found that it had solidified and formed plastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
So, fun fact for you there. The
saw-
origins of plastic
I
from
s-
Cube Radio.
I saw one of these things on Tumblr, and there was a tweet from someone going, "Wow, the person that invented gravity must have been really intelligent." And the same person tweeted, "This is a bit worse, actually. It's really bad."
Yeah.
She tweeted something like, I just learned that China is 12 hours ahead of America," and then it goes like, "Wow, why didn't they warn us about 9/11? Like 3 billion people died." Just wow, some people, man, some people in this world really should be dealt with in some manner. Given that's just,
yeah, no words for that one, to be honest.
it's just wrong.
People are just retarded.
Yeah. But then people always go on about how stupid like Americans are. Yeah, we pride ourselves on stupid people as well. Like you're from an area.
Bringing it back to Essex.
The only way is Essex, Geordie Shore. What was
Made
that
in
one
Chelsea.
in Liverpool? Made in Chelsea, are they? I've never really seen it. I don't know if they're
Yes,
stupid.
they are.
Are they
retarded.
stupid?
Yeah.
They're just rich.
Jamie Lang from Jane. He's there. Yeah, they're rich and stupid as well
Mm.
as just being stupid.
His breath stinks.
Does it?
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Mm.
You met him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very briefly at a Exeter club. Really bad. You might have been to it.
What's that trying to say?
You've been to Exeter
I have,
recently,
yes.
didn't you? Oh,
Which
what
club was it?
Arena. Did you go
Yes,
to Arena?
I have been to the Arena.
It's bad, isn't
It's
it? It's
fucking
really
terrible.
bad. It's cheap though.
It is cheap.
For Exeter anyway. And yeah, he was there. I knew someone that worked there back when I went to college in between school and university.
Yeah.
And I managed to get VIP access. Or in other words, I managed to come to the back rooms because he worked there.
Fair enough.
And I briefly met Jamie Lang.
Was he a wanker?
He didn't say much. As in, he was like, "Oh yeah, thanks for coming out." And then all the girls are just like, "Oh, I love you," and we went, "Oh,
Jamie."
And I didn't really say anything to him.
Fair enough.
Like, I took a picture of him with the friend.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get in a picture with him because at the end of the day, it's one of those things.
Uh,
Don't really want to be
TV.
associated with that.
TV.
TV's sometimes shit, you know.
It sometimes, all the time.
No, we were talking
This
about
is this
there's
is why
some good
this is
stuff.
why Netflix is good and
Yeah,
and
you can pick
and
and
shush
choose.
and stuff like that. You should definitely use.
I
Those.
I'm not sure if we should blame TV or just Twitter and Facebook for like hyping up things. Like, remember Who Killed Lucy Beale?
Yeah.
All that hype. Just like everything now is
these
just like
fucking EastEnders.
hashtags, man. Hashtags. They're fucking up everything. Everybody does everything like that.
I think I mentioned this on Room 101, but hashtags on Facebook is probably one of the most annoying things ever.
Yeah,
unless it's there where you've got
it's ironical.
Yeah, either that or you've got it where it sets up your Facebook, so whenever you tweet, it posts on your Facebook. So just so you don't
people
have to
that use
social media.
Facebook as Twitter annoy me.
Yeah,
people that post pictures on themselves, like selfies every night out. There'll be about 50 photos. Like, we give a fuck. Like, really, just pick the best three pictures from the night out, and I'll deal with it. But when it's just like, if so and so added 53 photos from uni times, yeah, you're like, oh god, man.
Do you reckon you'll delete Facebook after going to university?
I'll probably have to.
Because I was thinking about this, because obviously we're coming into our last semester. Well, we are in our last semester of second year, so we've only got another year left.
First of all, we got to think about what the fuck we're gonna do with these dissertations.
Yeah,
then we got to fucking think about what work we're doing.
Yeah, geography have already got us thinking about our dissertations, which is useful in a way, but not really, because I don't really plan on doing a geography dissertation. Yeah. But there you go. Exciting times. Yeah. University, man. The real world is looming. I'm
thinking about not doing a chronology one, because I don't want to be one of those people that go around the library asking people to do your research things.
Yeah. Like, I'm always happy to do it, but...
Yeah, I'm happy to do them, but I don't really want to just go around, because
you don't
secretly, when I see them come over, I do breathe a bit of a sigh. But because I know I'm helping out, and I know that it's easier to say yes and to help them as opposed to say no and feel like a dickhead for like the next 5 minutes, I'll just do it.
That's fair enough.
But I don't really want to be the one, so I'm going to do a history dissertation.
Yeah.
But moving on from what I'm going to do for dissertation.
Moving on to that, we've
got 20 minutes left, so let's put in as much music as
Let's play some more music. We are going to play 2 new singles from Death Cab for Cutie's upcoming album, Kitsumi. We've featured some of their music in our earlier shows even. They're pretty solid. Very much looking forward to this. This is No Room in Frame and Little Wanderer by Death Cab for Cutie. So that was No Room in Frame by Death Cab for Cutie, Little Wanderer by Death Cab for Cutie, and
Empire Ants by Gorillaz.
There we go.
We're going to say our goodbyes now. Apologise for our inappropriate conversations about poo, semen, and farts and everything that came up. Yeah, I don't remember
Jeremy
dicks.
Clarkson.
Maybe you could have thought about them.
Well, you know.
This will be our last show for a few weeks before we come back again after April as strong as ever.
Yep,
we'll have a good show lined up for then.
We'll be having 3 weeks off over Easter, so we'll be coming back with a bang, hopefully. Yeah,
probably just under a month from now. So tune in then. Thank you for listening now. I've been Laurence Lear.
And I've been John Peel. Thank you very much for listening to watching A Face for the Radio, episode 5, and listening to Not Much Sex, A Bit of Drugs, and Some Rock and Roll. We really need to change that title. It's fucking long.
Hard to say.
Show 5.
Yeah.
There we go.
Show 5.
Show 5.
As per usual, we're going to be playing our closing band, and it's Arctic Monkeys, and it's a song that we haven't played in a long while on the show, and it's got an absolute brilliant ending. So it's a
song I haven't listened to in a while either.
Yeah, well, I haven't been listening to much Arctic Monkeys. I've been listening to my grimy stuff. So this is She's Thunderstorms by Arctic Monkeys from their album Suck It and See. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. See you soon.
See you after Easter. Have a good Easter, everybody. This is She's Thunderstorms by Arctic Monkeys. This has been great.